On Sunday, Alina Habba, one of Donald Trump's stellar members of his legal team in the New York fraud trial, appeared on Fox News to talk with host Maria Bartiromo. And after Alina Habba reminded Barta Romo that she is under a gag order in that New York fraud trial, Barta Romo then proceeded to try to, goad Alina Habba into violating the gag order. Here's how the conversation took place. Alina Habba told Barta Romo, "We have a gag order currently against certain issues that we can't speak to." Few moments later, after Habba's like, "Hey, there's things I can't talk about," Barta Romo asks Habba, "You've been complaining about the judge's clerk and you say that the judge is compromised and the clerk appears compromised. Tell me why." So Barta Romo was just told, hey, there's certain things we can't talk about. And Barta Romo, being in the media, I have to assume, knows specifically that Trump and his lawyers got in trouble for talking about the clerk in the courtroom, and they're not allowed to do it. And Barta Romo's like, "Can you tell me why this person's so messed up? What's so bad about him?" So she's basically saying, "Hey, I know you just told me you have this gag order, but would you mind violating that gag order right here on Fox News?" Now, this would usually be the point where I would then tell you how Alina Habba then went on to violate the gag order. But much to my surprise, Habba didn't do it. Maybe she's not the dumbest lawyer in America. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Because Habba responded, quote, "I actually can't tell you why because I'm gagged. I can tell you that, we'll be filing papers to address all of those issues." Papers. You don't file papers with the court, you file motions, Alina. So maybe you're already back to being the dumbest lawyer in the country. So here's what happened. Either Alina Habba had a very brief moment where she remembered oh, wait, I have to be professional in this case. I can't just go out and be an idiot talking head like I'd like to be. So I will be restrained and I will just inform Maria Bartiromo once again that I am under a gag order and I cannot talk about this issue. Either that's what happened or, far more likely, this whole thing was staged. I want to give Alina Habba credit, but I don't know if I can. I really don't. Because here's the fun thing. Now, granted, it's been over a decade since I have seen how any shows on Fox News were produced. But shy of the people who've actually worked at Fox News, I have been involved, through my employment with Mike Papantonio, who used to go on Fox News multiple times a week. I can tell you, at least from back then, and I'm assuming not much has changed. I don't know for a fact, but I'm assuming if they're still operating the way they did way back in the day, these Fox News shows, folks, are very tightly scripted. And yes, scripted. They have very strict rules. A lot of the shows would say you have to send us your talking points before you can come on the air, or we'll send you the list of questions we're going to ask you. So I'm sorry, but based on the knowledge I have of how Fox News at least used to operate, 10 years ago and, for the 10 years prior to that as well, I don't think this happened out of the blue. I think Maria Bart Romo set it up to where Habba could play the victim. I think it was discussed beforehand. And again, that's based on my knowledge of how Fox News shows have worked in the past. So I'm willing to bet that Maria Bartiromo probably talked to Habba prior to the segment and said, "Listen, here's what we want to do." And if it wasn't Bartiromo, maybe it was a producer. I don't think this was just a turn of the switch. We're going to try to get Habba to talk about this. I don't think that's how that happened. I think they wanted Habba to be able to claim that she is the victim by reminding people of their gag order, by pretending "Oh man, I really want to talk about this issue, but I'm not allowed." And if that is the case, then I do have to stand by my statement that Alina Habba is an incredibly stupid lawyer and that she didn't have a moment where she was actually a little bit cautious. But we'll probably never know how this actually played out unless there is a brave producer at Fox News willing to speak out. I'd love to hear from you. So let me know if you work at Fox News if this whole thing just happened by chance, or if there was a little bit of discussion before the segment that you were going to set it up in such a way for Habba to paint herself as the victim. Because I'd really like to know what happened behind the scenes during this segment. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.